Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is September 20th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's drop over to this charts here and see what we see. Let me maximize this quarterly chart. Go here, go there. What we see is still green. We're still above the yearly R1. We're still getting that doji formed at the top, but I think it's green. I think it was red last week. So we have moved up a little bit. I think the monkey wrench that was thrown into things was that FOMC, decreasing interest rates and all, and kind of got us pushed up a little bit. I still can see that we are at a top, so you have to trade accordingly. Watch your trading plan, your trading strategies when we're at a top like this, looking at the big picture. All right, let's go down to the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, what we see here again, this month has turned green, and we're still above pivot. Started out the month above pivot. I expect it to stay above pivot, and we're getting a hammer up here, and we're kind of going sideways. We're getting some sideways pricing action up here, but we are above the 10-9 moving average, so we are still in a bull market. So that's what I see. Let's go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there. On the weekly chart, again, I have the 50 and the 200 on here. That's what I have. And my monthly pivots. Just let me make sure you know what we're looking at. And on here, let's zoom in just a little bit, What I want to see here, or what I'm seeing here, is this bearish looking pattern that we had, from a few weeks back, where we was kind of expecting the market to be going down, once we came into this new month, because we are on monthly pivots. And this trend seemed like it has reversed. Last week we ended up with this bullish piercing looking pattern at a top, not really at the right location. Now this week we actually getting a follow through, and we also we didn't get a close. We didn't get a really good close above this high, but we got a close above these bodies right here this week on this bearish looking pattern. So again, that's about wiping everything out. But we do have supply up here at this point right here. Again, just under this 500 point, where I think it's still we're gonna have a hard time bumping above that level and getting my all-time highs. So I still don't see it happening this month, but it can. This is the point right here. This resistance R1 is going to be able to see if we can actually break that. But that's what I see here on this weekly chart. This weekly chart looks like we are turning around and trying to go higher. But will we break on R1? Will we make all-time highs? Don't know. I have to wait and see. But let's go down to this daily chart and wrap this on up and see what we see there on this daily chart. Zoom in a little bit here. And that's the thing. Above pivot, stay above pivot. Again, playing the downside. I know we've been looking for that, waiting for that. I looked around for some bearish trades. Everything was already down, earlier in the week when I was looking, and last week the thing was going up. Then earlier in this week I was looking at stuff. A lot of stuff is already down in the market. So it's probably just a few, key stocks that are actually pushing this thing up, like what we see right here, right now. This is the monkey wrench that's thrown into things, was this gap up here that happened on that whole FOMC thing yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before, whenever it happened. I don't stay on top of the news. But we had a bullish, the thing is we had a bullish looking pattern here, after a couple of days. And then we turned kind of bearish looking, like it was going to turn back down. Then we got the surprise gap up here yesterday. So whenever this happened, yeah, it was yesterday, because this is the day's thing. And now we're at this top, and we're getting the dojis. So again, this supply over here is kicking in, but seem like they are trying to push this thing higher. But the other thing is, looking on the daily picture here, we do have a lower high and a lower low. The other thing that happened today, maybe why the pricing action kind of got a little sideways here, is that we had this option expiration Friday and future contract expiration Friday. Yes, this is the third Friday. So we had a future contract that was expiring today, and monthly option expiration also this Friday. So again, that kind of plays into the whole sideways action thing. But come next week, I see us opening above pivot and going higher. Next week, if we're going to break this high, not the all-time high, which is closer to 500, I can see it happening next week. And then the following week, come next month, October, that's when we probably can make all-time highs. Will we make all-time highs before the election? Oh, that's gonna kind of like be a wait and see. I kind of more so expect the market to kind of go sideways before the election and then after the election and first of the year, making those all-time highs and all. But we have to kind of like just wait and see what happens. But right now, we can see that we are this is the top that we're fighting right now, the supply here. And let me see if I can, but this is the other top that we're going to have to actually break, which is above 500. If we can get above here, I definitely see us going up here and fighting this again, because we're going to go up here and try to fill this gap that we see right here in the market on this daily picture. But the question is, will we be able to break this all-time high? And look like it based on my pivots, the way they are lining up right now, I kind of doubt it, because we usually don't break an R3 level. So that's what I see, But let's just wait and see what happens. Definitely next week. I don't see us doing it. That's why I said it'd be a couple of weeks down the road before it actually happened next month, if it's going to happen. And that's all I really want to share at this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.